Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's new start of the series, we've got a Fulham career mode. Obviously I've been doing the Valencia career mode. And I've really enjoyed it, to be honest. I've only got 6 episodes out at the moment, but I have really enjoyed it so far. And hopefully I'm going to continue with that one. But I thought a good start and a good change of plans, change of ideas would be to do one with someone like Fulham, a team who are looking to get back in the Premier League in real life. And it's just a really interesting career mode in my opinion. Like, there's a lot of things you can do with it. You can try and keep them up there, make them into a superpower, or just try and keep them as a mid-table team. Hopefully I'm going to try and make them a European team after a few seasons. More than a few seasons probably. But I mean, they've got a good team though. Like, they've got a lot of good players in this squad. They've signed quite a few good players in real life. Obviously they've got Marco Silva as manager in real life. I'm not sure how good of a fit it'll be for them, but hopefully they'll go back up this season, because I like to see them in Premier League. They're a very big club, and obviously they've got a very high wage budget compared to the rest of the teams in the Championship. So if we're lucky, we'll go straight back up, because obviously they got relegated last season and lost Scott Parker to Bournemouth. But if we try our best, hopefully, and we can win quite a few games on Legendary, we can take them straight back up, which is what the idea is of the series. So as you can see, we're changing the formation into a 4-2-3-1, but we'd like to play narrow because we've got a lot of attacking midfielders for some reason. So they bought Harry Wilson from Liverpool. He was on loan at, I think it was Cardiff last season. Been on loan at Derby before and Bournemouth, so he's a good addition to the team. We've got Tom Kearney, the former club captain, and then Zamboanguissa will play as a central midfielder, but he's more of a cam really. I know he's meant to be holding, but I like Zamboanguissa. I think he's really good in real life and he's a very good player. As I said, I'm just very surprised that they loaned him out to Napoli, because they could do with a player like him in Championship. He'd probably be the best midfielder in Championship by a very long way. He's definitely European quality. So as you can see, the board expectation to want to sign 3 players younger than 20 years of age with greater potential than the rest of the squad, so fair enough. Sell 2 players and buy 3 important ones, and then go on a 5 clean sheet home league run. So hopefully that's not too difficult. And as you can see, when we go down to domestic success, they're asking us to win the league. So that's going to be... It's a lot to ask, to be honest, I think, for a team like Fulham, because obviously they got to the playoffs of the year. I think playoffs again, I'd be happy with. As long as we go up, I'm happy. You can see our young player Mella there, coming through the youth academy. 69 rated at the age of 17. He's going to definitely be in the starting squad for most of the season. And yeah, I'm really happy with the start off of the save. As you see, we've got a few offers here. We're selling quite a few players at the moment, trying to narrow the squad down. Obviously trying to get rid of Cabana. We've got a couple of youth players, well, younger players, 20 years or younger. Sessegnon's one of them, and they're just going out on loan to try and get a bit more experience. Hopefully, with them being English, they can break into the team eventually. But I mean, I think with how dynamic potential works this year, I think they'll struggle to break into the team at all. As you can see now, trying to sort out the youth system of the club, because youth saves are something I really like to do. I'm not going to do a proper youth save. I think I'm just going to try and incorporate a few youth players into the side. I do like real faces of players, but I mean, a youth save's not too bad, is it? As you can see, we've got England as one of the destinations. We're going to use Scotland as one of the destinations, and then we'll use Republic of Ireland as one of the destinations. Because obviously they've got normal leagues as well, so using the normal leagues, it's a bit more realistic than going to Northern Ireland and pulling out like a wonder kid, because the Northern Irish League isn't on Fifa, and I don't think it's as good as the Republic of Ireland League. I don't really want to offend anyone, but I don't think it is. I think Linfield are probably the best team in Northern Ireland. And I guess they have been in Europe recently, but so do like Shamrock Rovers and stuff like that. So, what can you do? As you can see with the team though, against the Middlesbrough, it'll be a difficult game this is. We're playing the 4-2-3-1. We've got Gazaniga in goal. The back 4 is Tete, Adebayo, I can't say his name, Congolo, and Robinson. The holding midfielders are Chalobah and Reed. And then we've got the usual front 4. So I do like most of this team. As you can see, Mitrovic scores very early on. I think Wilson's a cracking winger / attacking midfielder. Kearney's very good on the left. Mitrovic is a striker. He's unbelievable for the Championship. Absolutely unbelievable. And then obviously we've got Zambo Anguissa as the central midfielder, central attacking midfielder. And as you can see again, Wilson scores 2-0. Quite comprehensive start to the game. I mean, Middlesbrough have got a good team though. They were in the Premier League a few years ago when they had Victor Valdez and Negredo. And again, they're a very good team, and it's a good start to the game. But as you can see here, that is an exceptional goal from the AI. When the AI scores a goal like that, you just think, what am I meant to do to defend that? It's Hernandez, and he takes an absolutely brilliant touch and then hits it on the volley. That's a bit Di Canio-esque, that is, really. There's no saving that from the keeper. But that does bring a close to the half. A good first half, first game for us, first game we've actually played. And I think the team played quite well. But the next major highlight of the game comes in the 53rd minute with them coming down the wing. It's a good save from Gazzaniga, but it falls straight out to Sami Amiobi. And we're level again, and it's very disappointing to concede. They are a good team, Middlesbrough. They've got a very good sort of setup there at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if they're in top 10 again. But it's disappointing. It's very disappointing for us. But as you can see, Mitrovic, with his weak foot, scores an absolute screamer. I'm not sure the Middlesbrough keeper is, but there's no saving that. It's nice football. He's definitely going to steamroll us towards promotion this season if we can get it. He's definitely the best striker in the league by a good distance. But that was literally the last major action of the half and the game. He got bought off very shortly after that because I don't really want to use him all the way through games because I don't want him to get injured. We've not got any backup for him. We've got the young Brazilian striker, but it's not the same as Mitrovic. And in the press conference, it's all happy days, I think. It's a good result against a very good Middlesbrough team for the Championship anyway. So I'm happy with the full-time result in the game. They're asking me about the youngster. And Mellors, he was alright. He came off the bench for a little bit. And Robinson as well, he was alright. But a 3-2 win against Middlesbrough, I can't really complain about that. But we go straight into a game against Mansfield in the Cup. And I did sim the first part of the game, to be fair. But it was 1-1, and I forgot to use my Cup team. So my players were absolutely shattered. But when I came into the game, I scored immediately. And then Mansfield, I don't know what happened. Like, it's on Legendary, the game just like switched. And it was a really good header, to be honest, from the Mansfield player. I don't think Gazzaniga's really saving that. But then, like, they literally turned into like prime Barcelona or Bayern Munich, and they just get every shot they had towards the end of the game just went in. Like this one here, what is Gazzaniga doing? He literally forgets how to use his hands, and it's very disappointing. But we score one towards the end of the game, but it's way too late, and we knocked out the Carabao Cup in the first round with the first team as well. I know they're all tired, but it's embarrassing, to be honest. I conceded 3 goals against Mansfield. I wasn't very happy. So after that, I thought I'm going to have to go out and buy a new centre-back. And I thought a fairly realistic one would be Tanganga, because I know he's getting game time in real life. I don't think he will on FIFA, though, because he's nowhere near the highest rated defender at Tottenham. And I'm not sure about that Nuno Sanchez model they've got, because it definitely doesn't look like him, to say compared to how good like Mourinho or Guardiola look. But as you can see, we're agreeing terms with at the moment. We've got a 4-year deal, important first-team player. Offered him 30 grand a week to play in the Championship. So he's accepted that. And now I've got a new centre-back. So we're going to the next game of the episode. And it is an away game, and it's going to be a very difficult game against Huddersfield at the Kirklees Stadium, which I've not actually seen. I didn't realise it looked like this, to be honest with you. But the team again, it's only changed because Tanganga's coming to the team now. And we've had to use Cavallero at left-back because Robinson's fatigued and Joe Bryan's injured, so that's you can see how the team lines up. It's not a bad team. We're going to struggle against Huddersfield, I think, with not a lot of first team players. And very early on, Tosin Adebayo gives away the ball, and that's schoolboy defending that. Very, very disappointing from the 23-year-old. It's a good save from Gazzaniga, and I tried to clear the ball first time, and it took an absolute age to clear the ball. So I wasn't too happy with that, but then you can't do anything to defend that. O'Brien scores. It's a good finish again. Gazzaniga's not saving that. But it's a very disappointing half from the boys, because that was the major last action of the half, and we're 2-0 down. We've not created anything at all. And that's why I wanted another striker, so I can replace Mitrovic if he's having a bit of a stinker, because we've got no pace. No one in this team is like an absolutely rapid. So I'm thinking like I've got to replace someone eventually, because there's no one quick in this team. I think Cabana's probably the quickest player in the club, or Robinson is at like 83, 84 pace. So it's just not good enough against a team like Huddersfield, who in real life I think they're doing pretty well. So as you can see, I have to wait till the 70th minute for our next chance. And Mitrovic plays through Zambo Anguissa, who's absolutely blowing at this point, but he somehow goes through and he misses an absolute sitter right towards the end of the game, and he's missed that chance, and immediately after that he got taken off. Because I thought Carvalho wouldn't have missed that. So Zambo Anguissa's come off, even though he's a good player. And Huddersfield start peppering the goal. Gazzaniga makes a good save in the 87th minute. But then right towards the end of the game, in the 92nd minute, Huddersfield make a bit of space, and Campbell from 25 yards out scores an absolute bullet of an effort. And I mean, I'm not doing anything about that. I can't stop them scoring a goal like that. It's just very difficult to defend. The AI is so good from like 20 yards out. It's actually scary, because it's very difficult for me to score a goal like that, for example, but for the AI it's so easy. But as you can see, we lose the game 3-0. It's just, that was the last action of the game, and it's such a disappointing result. But as you can see, we struggled at the Kirklees Stadium more than I thought we would. And the press conference, I don't want to like take down the team. Towards the end of the season or halfway through the season, I would take down the team in the press conference, but I don't want to like demoralise them. So I'm going to keep it fairly upbeat. But I'm thinking that was an absolute shocking performance. I don't want to see that. I was considering making a bad comment, but I thought, no, I'll just leave it.
Thanks so much for your time.
But I'm not happy about that. As you can see though, because I was struggling with the striking options, I thought I'll go for someone with pace who's young and English, and I paid £1 million to offer Ricky J. Jones from Peterborough. I've seen a lot of people like him in career mode, so I thought, you know what, I'll go for him. He's only 18. He's meant to be a fairly good player in real life. I'm not sure if he plays that much for Peterborough in real life, but he's 61 rated. He's 18, he's got 91 pace, £4,000 a week. I thought, you know what, I'll play him. It'll give Mitrovic the chance to have a break, and I might give him a run out against Millwall. That was the initial idea, and as you can see, I do decide to give him a run out. I thought I'll rest Mitrovic for this game, because he'll play so much this season. He'll play 40 games at least in the league. So giving Ricky J. Jones game time every so often because of his pace. And he's very good to have on the bench for someone with 91 pace. And in the 5th minute of the game, Ricky J. Jones goes through on goal and he scores straight away. First shot for the club. That's worth £1 million already, that goal. That's it. It's not bad. But yeah, it's a good start to the game for the boys. 1-0 up against Millwall. And it's a shame they don't have the Den on this, because it's such a lively stadium. But they have Ivy Lane as their stadium. I can't believe they don't have the Den. I know they haven't played in the Premier League for a few years, but, well, more than a few years, more like 20 years. But it's disappointing that they don't have the Den on this. The atmosphere in that stadium is absolutely insane. But 1-0 up at half time, and the team, that Zambo is blowing already. I don't understand some of the fitness of this team. Because I'm pretty sure he's got like 80 something stamina, and he's absolutely knackered. So I had to make a sub, and then the 49th minute they just score. It's another finish from 30 yards out, and what can I do to defend that? Literally nothing. Like it's a good finish. Gazzaniga's not going to save it, but there's nothing I can do about it. And we're just trying to create a bit of room against this Millwall defence. They have like a blockade in now towards the rest of the game. But luckily, Mellor, with his 5-star weak foot, managed to finish that. And it's good for us because Millwall are very defensive in this, and I don't know why they're so defensive. But they're literally parking the bus. It's literally like one of the only chances I could actually get. But we're trying to create another one towards the end of the game, and Ricky J. Jones has his shot blocked, and that just signals the end of the game, and we go into the end of the episode with another win, So, what's that? 2 wins, a draw and a loss. Can't complain about that. Oh no, it's not. I lost in the cup to Mansfield, didn't I? Oh, forgot I'm out of the Carabao Cup. That's 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 in the league. Not bad. I'm happy about Mellor's first goal. It's very good. You can see the press conference. The press conference reflects the feelings of that game. I don't know why my guy's got a hat on, by the way. I didn't know you could actually do that, so I thought it'd be interesting to put an hat on him. Not that it were worth it, but as you can see, after the first 4 games, 3 games in the league, we're 3rd in the league, which is a good start to the season. Mitrovic has got 2 goals as well. That's not too bad. And we've done quite well to start off with, to be honest with you. In the next games, we've got Hull City and Stoke, both at home. And then we've got Blackpool at Bloomfield Road, and then we've got Birmingham at St Andrews. So I appreciate you all watching. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.